Hey, what's good, guys? This is Coach Rashid. And as you know, every single time that I do a video, I normally come on and I start laughing. And you probably wonder, what in the world is funny? He hasn't even started talking yet. Well, the interesting thing is, I have no script. I just come on and I'm like, look, this is something that I'm passionate about. This is something that I love doing. And it's been a long time since I've had something that really got me excited enough to even come on and do a video. Right? That's just crazy. If you look around YouTube, you'll see that I have been talking about this project for probably the last few days because interesting as it may seem, this is a project that hasn't launched yet. This is something that's been in the works for over a year. And when I had the opportunity to be invited to speak with the CEO, because the CEO or the COO, not the CEO, the Chief Operating Officer, then I was trying to get the right timing because, like I said, he's over in Europe, but he is actually the CEO is over in Dubai, and so the program is going to launch in Dubai, and so we had to figure out the times, and me and my partner, he's actually in Thailand, right? So he was setting it up, and so you're looking at three different time zones, three different times, and it was very tough to try to figure out how do we get each of us on the same wavelength here where it may be really late for one and it may be really early for the next. So it was a challenge, right? But I'm gonna tell you what really impressed me was the fact that even though we couldn't make it work for a couple of days, we finally did make it work. And I was willing to stay up later because I just want to really hear what's going on and see if it's as exciting as I think it is. But this is powerful. The COO, like I said, he was in Romania and he actually um, was up at 2 a.m. in order to get on this meeting with me, to have this conversation with me, um, and to talk with me about the person that will be launching this program from a marketing side, um, being in the US when they're launching it in the Middle East. So that right there really said a lot to me about the integrity of, the leadership. And I look forward to meeting the CEO as well. So with that, I just wanted, you guys to know why am I, now after all this time, literally after about a year, why am I now back, in front of the camera? It's really because that was a really stand-up type thing that leadership would show up at 2 a.m. just to have a conversation with me about their program and if I was the right person to help kick this thing off and get it off the ground for them. So I'm looking for great leaders out there. My community is spread all over the globe, and I have some amazing people under the Team Achieve umbrella. And we have amazing connections with great YouTubers, great network marketers, just great marketers, affiliates, great speakers, great people that can promote something and really benefit from it. So I definitely would love to hear back, get some feedback. Let me hear from my community out there, the extended community, and let me know what you think. But at the same time, I want to partner with the right people so that we can keep the integrity of the program and move this thing forward. Now, if you want to know why I'm excited about it, I'm going to tell you right off the top, this is something revolutionary. It has not been done before the way they are doing it. Of course, we know that transportation has always been around. We know that, blockchain is really, the buzzword. DeFi is the buzzword, but AI really has taken over to really be the language of the day, right? And so if you have a program that's on blockchain, if you have a program or a project that is utilizing, crypto, that's utilizing AI, agentic AI, and generative AI, if you have a program that has the large language models that is creating this whole level of artificial intelligence as it's supposed to be used, and you're doing it in a market that needs what you're doing, it is a win-win, win-win, win-win all the way around. And when they launch this thing, they're launching an actual token that could easily 6 to 12x upon entry into the exchange world. And so if you're not excited about 6x or 12x in your money right from the jump, then this may not be for you. But I'm gonna tell you, if you are willing to give me about 10 minutes, I'm going to scan the information. I'm not going deep. I really want to just see if anybody's interested. If you are, let's talk about it. Now, the first thing is the name of the company is Gulf L. Yes, I will show you a few slides, but it's a lot of information, a lot of technical information. I did a lot of background work on this thing. So I don't want to get into that right now because I just want to see, if we have, some folks out there that really want something different, something brilliant, something amazing. All right. And so that's really what I want to do. But yeah, Gulf L, GULF dash EL, Gulf L. And that's the company. They actually, the leadership, they've been in this type of business. They have a background in this type of business. And they're launching the future of transportation combined with the future of money. They're doing that in a project that is going to elevate the industry that they're in to something that they haven't seen before, but they are leading from the front because they have the technology, they have the expertise, and they have the right markets. And this is brilliant. I'm telling you, brilliant. You definitely want to see what this is all about. So let's go ahead and kick this off. And I want to show you just a little bit. I'm going to start with the website so you can kind of get an idea of really the excitement just from this one little thing, right? When you see where it says the future of transportation, electric is the future of transportation. We understand that electric cars, EVs, electric vehicles, right? From EV all the way to the AV, right? Autonomous vehicles. We know that that's a big push. We know that a lot of research is being done. You have your Teslas, you have your Lucids, you have your BYD. You have so many different brands. Right now, there's one called Cupid that is really on, all over Instagram. These are electric vehicles. These are entering the market and they are taking over. BYD is the largest selling EV in the world, and it's made in China. And it's funny because I was on my way to Texas back in July, and literally we were driving along in Arizona, and there was BYD passed. I'm like, is that really like it's here in the US? I'm like, wow, that's crazy, right? So the electric vehicles are all over the place. So we know that's coming. What's coming with the electric vehicle is they have elevated the charging of the electric vehicle. So you have to find a place to charge it. What if you could charge your electric vehicle from your app? Nobody's done that, but this is what they're doing. And the next level of that is having a robo taxi, right? So we know that there's a lot of testing going on. So we're not there yet, but if anybody's going to do it, Dubai will do it. Dubai have shown they have flying, cars, police cars. They are testing that out. And you know that when the robo taxi is coming out, when there's an autonomous vehicle that will take you wherever you need to go without a person sitting in that driver's seat, it's probably going to happen in Dubai, right? Or China, of course. So these guys are really in pole position when it comes to the future of transportation. And of course, cryptocurrency is the future of money. So how do these two come together? Well, that's what I want to show you right now. So we can go over here and let's look at a little bit deeper dive, right? Like I said, I'm not going to go over everything. I'm just going to scrape the surface. So when we talk about this particular program, these are a few slides that give you a lot of background. And then I'm going to talk about the comp plan. Because a lot of people that may be watching this are saying, okay, Rashid, that is awesome. I'm with you up to this point. How do I make money? All right, cool. We'll get there. It's not network marketing. It's not a massive like affiliate plan. It's very, very condensed. It's very, very technical focused. So they want to provide a great service and they are really focused on making that happen. And that's what's in a lot of the information. But what you will see is there is a significant level of payment that will be coming along with that, right? So do not fear. Definitely, you can make a pretty substantial amount if you see it for what it is and believe in this particular program. All right. So we'll talk about that. So don't worry about it. All right, Gulf L. So the future of transportation, we're talking vision, we're talking strategy, and this revolution that they're starting. So just to give you a quick background here, GovL is a decentralized electric ride-sharing AI platform that leverages blockchain technology to create transparency, security, and cost effectiveness in the ride-hailing industry. So ride-hailing, obviously, if you're hailing a car, that means that you're trying to get an Uber. So they don't just call it taxi rides anymore because this is like what they say right there, taxi 3.0, I guess. You're beyond the taxi, right? You're talking about private cars, you're talking about Ubers, you're talking about Yango, you're talking about Caron. What is the other one? Lit, Links, or what is it called? Lyft, yeah, Lyft. So all of these, and then you have the airport shuttles, you have the limousines. So you have a variety of car hailing, where you basically send out there on the road and you're like, hey, I'm hailing a car. You're trying to stop a car. So it's not just taxis anymore. It's anybody that actually will give you a ride, to your destination. So this is part of the industry that they're basically saying, look, we're trying to clean this up and give you one great experience in this industry. So they're disrupting the transportation and e-hailing industry so that they can provide you with a next level experience, right? And so this operates on the GFEL token. The GFEL token is a utility token that will be used within this system, right? And we'll break all that down later. But they're aiming to revolutionize traditional ride hailing by connecting riders directly with drivers, focusing on electric cars. With this Taxi 3.0 vision, okay, GovL empowers both drivers and riders through zero commission fees, unique dynamic pricing, and driver customization options. So there is an actual app that is loaded. Oh my gosh. And in that app, you can actually negotiate with the app. So you will be negotiating with AI basically. And you can earn up to 20% discount. Whereas when everybody else is surging their pricing because of traffic and so on and so forth, then you can actually get a discount. So this is one reason why they will be ahead of the game when it comes to that industry. But other than that, you can do so much more with the app. And we'll go over the app in detail in a separate video. Additionally, GovL's AI features predictive algorithms, dynamic pricing, route optimization, advanced matching, demand forecasting, feedback loops, personalized recommendations. So you can actually have a subscription model with this particular program. And so you don't have to pay every ride. You basically get a discount for the whole year. How cool is that? Right? Nobody else is doing that. And so when you get that discount, now you'll get a discount where you're actually able inside the car, you'll have the opportunity to watch, news or watch a TV show or whatever. You can have AR, VR, or you can have, a panel where you can watch, different entertainment because you're in the car for 30, 40 minutes, right? In traffic. Now you have something to do while you're in traffic. So these are just some of the key things from the features that I really, really like what they're doing to see what they were doing differently. And see, like here where it says you have the ability to negotiate the prices. If you have an app and you want to use technology, it just tells you this how much it costs. If you go on a app and you want to get an Uber, you put the information in, it tells you this is how much it costs, period. Right? There's no negotiating, no haggling. But when you're launching in the GCC or you're launching in the Gulf, you know that that haggle, that negotiation is just part of the culture. So they have implemented that within the AI of the app. Really, really good stuff. So I like that they doing that using blockchain technology. And what I haven't talked about, and I will definitely get into, is they're elevating the charge, the EV charging points, right? So you have something called a charging point management system that they basically have incorporated within the app. And so you can actually download the app, and there's a variety of different avenues to do this, and you'll be able to charge your EV from your app. How phenomenal is that? This is next generation, next level, like first of its kind type stuff, and they're doing it on the blockchain. And all this is funded with the GFEL token. And that's how we get paid, by raising that value of the token. And so here it talks about the platform's peer-to-peer design offers enhanced user control and customization. Like I said, they're offering specialized services like kids cabs, and for families, mail cab for business, facilitated peer-to-peer contracts with ecosystem. So all these things are coming. They're not going to do everything at once, but they are elevating this system. I looked at the roadmap, and it gets so detailed in there. And it shows you that eventually they're going to be offering drone service as well. I mean, come on, guys. They have taken this thing out for the next 10 years. Pretty phenomenal. All right, so I want to wrap this up here. The project introduces two tokens. So we're really focused on GFAL, which is the utility token, and the function is like a payment system, basically. That's what it is. It pays the fees, it pays for all the functions. Anything you do in the app, you basically are exchanging for the token. They can use fiat, they can use local currency, they can use, credit debit card, but the focus is going to be on GFEL. And they already have a system in place with Ripple, Bolton, and they have Holoride. They have the integrations there so that you can easily exchange that for the tokens and get bonuses in tokens, get discounts in tokens. So there's going to be such an incentive for people to use that. It will help to bring more value to the token because we are the people that will be holding the tokens and looking for that value to rise. Okay. Um, Everything will be used to purchase the FEL. That's the security token. So right now, we're not going to get into that because that's more about the accredited investors. They basically get 20% annual returns because of their particular investment in the program. But we're looking at it from a different compensation, right? So I'll show you that in a minute. Um, but yeah, considered a traditional crypto asset with utility token characteristic. So yeah, all of that, basically the token is what pays for pretty much everything. And so when we as members, when we look at it from a compensation perspective, if I go out and I promote this program and I say, okay, I want to be part of this, I love what they're doing, and I'm gonna promote this thing, then I go in, I register on the website, and after I register, then I can decide how many tokens I want to purchase to be a member or an investor in this particular organization. So what happens is right now we're in the private sale, right? We have a little time left in September. They're going to launch in September. So we got about 2 weeks left and you have a private sale. So as you can see here, the private sale, you're talking about 2 cents per token, 2 cents per token, right? You got packages from $100 all the way up to $25,000. So if you want to get in right now, contact me. Let's get you on. Let's get you this token for 2 cents each. You get as many as you want because when they launch this bad boy, they gotta go down here to the TGE. When the TGE is launched, when the TGE is finished, you got 3 stages of that token generation event. So those 3 stages go from 4 cents to 6 cents to 8 cents. So we're going to allow people to purchase at retail 4, 6, and 8 cents. And then when it launches on MEXC and or on KuCoin, right? Because both of those are the ones that they actually have agreed upon a deal with, then it's going to launch at 12 cents, right? So we go through these stages, right? And when they go through these stages and it launches at 12 cents, you got it at 6, it launches at 12, you got it at 2 cents, it launches at 12, you got a 6x right off the bat. Like, where in the world does that happen? You're not going to get that on your traditional, investments. So you might as well look at a great opportunity, a great startup, a great idea in a great location, right? In a great time just for me and you to get involved and rock this beautiful program. And that's going to help a lot of people. So this is phenomenal. I'm very excited to be part of something that's this cool. But if you are somebody that's a promoter, marketer, affiliate, and you love helping people get involved with these type of things, this is new. This is fresh. This right here, we are right now, we still have about 2 weeks before they actually launch. They haven't even put it out to anybody. I got contacted, like my friend in Thailand, he's marketing it as well. So there's only a few of us that are rocking this thing, and you have the first mover advantage. So you can get it for 2 cents and it launches at 12, you're gonna 6x. Now, if you are talking to others, if you are, promoting, if you are allowing others to benefit from this as well, then the company says, thank you for letting someone know. I'll pay you 10% for your direct referrals, right? So you have a direct referral that use your link, they get signed up, they buy $1,000 package, you're going to get 10% tokens for that. If you have somebody that they sponsor, which will be your second level, you're going to get 5%. third level 4%, fourth level 3%, fifth level 2%, sixth level 1%. So you have six levels of actual bonuses coming back because you took the step. You believed in what is fresh, new on the blockchain, dealing with AI, revolutionizing what we know today as the transportation, mobility, and hailing, e-hailing, ride sharing, industry. This is something that has disrupted that industry and it will take it to the next level. It is launching about 800 cars throughout the GCC, throughout the Gulf region. That's all happening, like I said, within the next 2 to 4 weeks. And you have an opportunity to be first. Definitely want to be first to be on board with this program. I invite you to be part of what we're doing. I look forward to working with great people. I know there's some great people out there that I may have worked with before, I may not have worked with before, but right now, Coach Rashid is looking to work with you because this is something that we can really help a lot of great people. And it's not stopping, it's going to start in the Gulf. They're going into Asia, and then they're going to go from Asia, they're going to go to Europe, and eventually they may get to the US. But you know how the US is a little challenging. So they're definitely not coming here first. But we have an opportunity to participate in something that is on the blockchain. So there's no regulation that stops us from being involved with this and earning from this. Let's be first for once. All right. What do you think? All right, get in touch with me. Definitely subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, there's going to be a lot more stuff coming out because I'm ready. I'm back and we're making it happen. Look, Team Achieve is the real deal. We haven't, fell off. We just took a break and now we're back. So I look forward to working with, all of the great people, all of the subscribers that's been down with me for years. I appreciate you hanging in there with me. But today is a new day and we're turning a corner and we're making great things happen. All right. So if you're looking for a great project, this is one and we're about to kick it off. All right. Look forward to talking with you. Look forward to working with you. And I look forward to doing great things together. All right. Peace. Y'all take care. All right. If I could just, like I said, I haven't been on this thing so long. I'm sitting here trying to find the right buttons. It's all good. All right, peace. Y'all take care. Talk to you soon.